Hello and good morning to everybody. I know a lot of you will probably watch this back on the replay. Shout out to Lovely the Great. She is still live, and I'll be also sharing her link after this live. I wanted to go ahead and get this live out of the way because it's a beautiful Saturday and I have some beautiful things to do today. However, I ran across something and what I did do was I made a video about it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share the video. And well, there's a couple things I want to talk about. One of them is in the video. The other thing is, when you go around YouTube and you see certain things, I saw some things that I never thought that I would ever see. I saw people talking about, hey, Rick, hey, JM playlist run for. Thank you both for coming in. I just want to touch bases really quick this Saturday morning on a couple of things. One of them in particular, I saw something that pissed me off. So instead of me running my mouth about it, I'm just going to play the reaction to the video. And then I'm going to come back and I'll open the panel if anyone would like to come up. And I really want your honest opinion in this. I don't think there are any wrong answers in this. But this particular situation, I think things could have been done differently. So let me get into it. Let me share my screen. Hold on, y'all. Y'all know I get up here every time and mess up. Hold on, I did the wrong thing. Let's see. Hope you guys are having a nice Saturday. Okay, here we go. So, like I said, once again, this is a reaction from a video that I witnessed. Let me share again, and I would like people's honest opinion on it. Okay, here we go.
Welcome to the Andy Show. Yeah. Everybody, welcome to the Sandy Show. She got news, gospel, and a whole lot more. Make sure you hit the like, subscribing button at the door so you can get your drinks and popcorns and enjoy the show. Sit back, relax, and watch the queen speak her mind. She about to go live, so it's about that time. She always speak the truth, never drop no lies. And she always high, bitch, look in her eyes. So, like I said before, hit the like, subscribing at the door. And if you're a hater, you keep that shit on the low. I know y'all been waiting a long time, so here we go. So let me introduce y'all to Miss Andy Show. Miss Andy, Miss Andy, Miss Andy.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me this morning. OMG. Sometimes you end up places by accident on YouTube, not even looking for nothing, right? So I happened to hit a video and it was a guy. I'm only going to use his first name because I'm not trying to give his ass no advertisement over here because I don't agree with what he does. Anyway, this guy's name is Samuel. First name, right? So now we all like a good drag every now and again. So I'm listening to this man talking. He's speaking on some woman, right? So I'm realizing that per his conversation, he had obviously hooked up with this lady and had some type of romantic affair with her, right? They both grown, right? Do what they do. But what threw me off and what often throws me off are people who go and meet up with other people. And then when things go bad, they come back and they got so much shit to say. Oh, yeah. They want to talk about your house, what's in your bathroom. They want to talk about your kids. They want to talk about your car, if you got a car, if you're walking, all this stuff, right? All this stuff. Now, he dragging this woman about all this shit, all these mishaps as he see in her life, right? But oh baby, old girl came up in his chat. Honey ran through there with flames on her heels. And the first thing out of her mouth knocked me to the floor. She said, "What the F are you talking about? And you came to me with genital herpes." Oh my God. So wait, first of all, when I saw that comment, I had to go back and reread it. So now I'm getting this picture as, okay, you done went over there and did all this stuff. You come back, you talking, whether it worked out or not, you talking all this crap about this woman. But you, sir, went to her with a lifetime STD that you will not get rid of. And from what she said, you did not initially tell her. Not initially, right? So even when you decided to tell her, apparently she saw you again after that. Hey, that's her choice. That's her decision. None of my business. But, and however, when you come across a person that finds it in their heart to accept you for you, I don't care how tall you are, how short you are, fat, skinny, long hair, short hair, brown skin, dark skin, light skin, red, orange, yellow. All that. Boy, you came to her with a package. And then you have the audacity and chutzpah to jump your ass up online and call yourself roasting her. There is nothing that you can ever say to her. Okay? In my opinion, because any and everything you talking about can be taken care of in her lifetime. What you carrying around, you gonna deal with that. And I'm saying it like that, not to be rude and mean, because I understand, hey, 1 out of 4 American men carry herpes, genital herpes. 1 out of 4 of every woman. I get. Hell, we all carrying some form. Ain't they what they say? But let me tell you this. First of all, I will give a little credit where credit is due. He did tell her, okay, now we can't throw the baby out with the bathwater. Even though I feel like he's an asshole, he should have told her initially. He did tell her. Now let's talk about that. The courage that it would take, in my opinion, for someone to relay that type of information to someone that I assume they care about. And I say he had to have cared about her even a little bit for him to tell her. Because if he didn't tell her the first time, he didn't say anything, but he told her the second time. I don't know what made it different other than maybe his feelings changed for her after their initial interaction. And so he felt compelled maybe to tell her. Okay. So here's the thing. As I said, when you find somebody that's willing to accept you, especially when you carrying things that you cannot get rid of, where do you think you have the right to get on a public platform and try to humiliate or disgrace another person, whether that be a man or a woman? All the issues that this man raised, all the issues that he raised with this woman, well after the fact, right? I wouldn't give a fuck if every last one of those issues were true and correct. I wouldn't care. You, sir, have a long life of dealing with what you have to deal with. I felt like it was wrong. I felt like it was disrespectful. After doing a little research, it says people with genital herpes contracted between the age of 14 and 49 typically. And hell, that could be, for the teenagers or whatever, the preteens, the children. Hell, some people are born into it. If the mother had it, very, very dangerous. But hell, sometimes it happens. They're supposed to give cesareans when a mother, has that type thing going on. But back to my original topic. Could you accept someone in your life knowing that they carried something in their body that could be very well detrimental to you? Would you or could you maintain a relationship with that person? How safe would you think you would be? I can speak for me. I have real bad anxiety. I'm just going to put the shit on the table. I have anxiety. And I know that there are ways to prevent things, STDs and everything. We all know everybody want to go straight to condoms. I get it. But if a person has a breakout where that condom does not cover, you got a problem, a big one, right? Now, in the condoms, it reduces the transition from 30%, between 30 to 50%. Now, you can go catch some stuff. We all can. And listen, we all have been in a position where we could have. We could all, most of us who have ever had intercourse unprotected, we could have very well been sitting in this position, right? I understand that. It's like Russian roulette, shorter end of the stick, right? So when that happens, in my opinion, that information needs to be forthcoming, and it needs to be forthcoming immediately, not after intercourse. Secondly, please know, after you tell this person this about yourself, and then you turn around and see some things in that person, like their house and all this other shit, before you open your trap, think about that package. Just think about it. Think about how you got there and how, as an adult, even though you have it and you understand how you got it, you still doing the same thing. You bragging and she didn't even make you wear a rubber. You see, you thinking that makes her look bad. To some people, it may. I'm not going to give my opinion on that specific part. But you, sir, you act like you didn't learn the first time. You stuck your shit in some stuff and pulled it out and came out it looking like the way it was looking. You would have thought you would have learned. I would have never thought anybody, and you listen, he didn't say it as if they were in some type of just strictly relationship between themselves. It didn't sound like it was monogamous. So this man is still running around having sex with people unprotected, bare dick, knows that he has herpes, and did not tell this woman initially. I think it's wrong. I think it's messed up. I think that people need to be able to make decisions. Be forthcoming. So I'm going to open the panel now. If anybody would like to come up and speak on it, what would you do? I just want to know. What if you really in love and then they spring some shit on you? What do you say? Is your anxiety bad like mine? And be like, well, you know what I'm saying? Or are you like, hey, you know what? I trust you. You let me know what's going on, when it's going on, and we'll go from there. Are you one of those type people? Everybody come with something. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, I ain't saying an STD. It could be mental. It could be physical. It could be emotional. This happens to be what I'm talking about. STDs. I'm only talking about this. We all come with something. That particular issue, would you be able to commit and be comfortable with a person that you liked, then came to find out that they had something that they cannot get rid of? I'm going to open the panel, and I'm going to go over some tips for genital herpes, 3 major ways to prevent them, and things like that. Okay, you guys, thanks for listening. Let's talk about it. How do you feel? Hello, everybody, and thank you for watching that. So, yes, I was very, 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 very frustrated this morning to hear this man going after this woman. And he was, talking all this shit. Now, they done hooked up and everything. He walking around with this health issue, genital herpes, and didn't even tell the girl. So, here's my question. And let me share my screen again. Would you be able to date and or marry someone that had that type of issue? A medical issue to where, hold on, I'm clicking away over here. They had something that they could not get rid of that was lifelong. Would you be able to withstand that? And here's the thing. After I saw the video, I went and looked up some stuff on this genital herpes, right? And what they're actually, I'm just going to share my screen. Hold on. Let me show you what I found. Just real quick, because I'm not going to be up here. Like I said, it's you guys' Saturday. It's mine to have some things to do, but I surely wanted to come up here. Okay. Here it is. What I'm waiting to see if anybody comes up. Can y'all see this one? If you have herpes, you should talk to your sex partner and let him or her know that you do and the risks involved. You should let people know, sir. You don't let them know after you run it all up and through DARE and then come back and tell them some other stuff. You give that person an option. I really think that's fucked up. And I don't mean to get all back worked up on it, but I really do. Not only do you tell them, you let them know their risk. They may not be familiar with any of that. Yes, people have heard of things throughout their lives and stuff, but people who haven't directly experienced it, they don't know what the fuck. They just know they don't want the shit. And they do everything that they can to prevent them from not catching that or anything else. Using condoms may help lower the risk, but it will not get rid of the risk completely. Did you hear what they said? But that's like any other STD, right? That condom can pop at any time. Having sores or other symptoms of herpes can increase your risk of spreading the disease. Even if you do not have any symptoms, you can still infect your sex partners. Even if you don't have any symptoms, you can still infect your sex partners. How dare you not give someone the opportunity to make their own decisions about their lives and then think it's a goddamn joke, because it's not. You may have concerns about how genital herpes will impact your overall health, sex life, and relationships. It is best for you to talk to your healthcare provider about those concerns, but it also is important to recognize that while herpes is not curable, it can be managed with medication. Now, the medication I saw, I don't know, it was some type of antiviral medication, which is used, my understanding, to keep the virus dormant and to suppress shedding, is what it said. So, keep it from, it just basically keeps it suppressed. And that's supposed to be a medication that a person who does have this specific infection, who at least did go to the doctor, who at least is trying to do something with themselves to protect themselves and any potential partner in the future, they will be taking this type of medicine, which is an anti viral medication, as I said, and it's to keep the virus dormant and to suppress the shedding. Where was I? Daily suppressive therapy, which I just spoke on, for herpes can also lower your risk of spreading genital herpes to your partner. Be sure to discuss treatment options with your healthcare provider. Since a genital herpes diagnosis may affect how you feel about current future sexual relationships, it is important to understand how to talk to sexual partners about STDs. And I will say this. I'm not typically the one that will throw the baby out with the bathwater, and I don't intend to do that today. My thought is this woman should have been told right away, right then, and that's not what happened. She was made fun of after that, and it was thrown up in her face. He didn't give her the opportunity. But I will say, for the people who do the right thing, I commend you, because it must be a hard conversation to have with anybody. And it takes a lot of heart to do that. Like I said, we all make mistakes. And this could be any one of us whom has ever had unprotected sex. So I'm not up here trying to slander anybody. Some of us walked away unscathed, some didn't. But it very well could have been us. So please understand. But to get up and throw some stuff in somebody's face, and you didn't do the right thing, I think it's disgusting. And I think he should be ashamed of himself. And like I said, I will not release his full name, because I will not be giving him any type of nothing. I don't agree with what he did. However, I did, in fact, want to speak on it, because it's obviously going on. Yes, Miss Beverly. Some people don't have the heart or decent enough. And that's what I'm saying. So he had to at least cared about her, maybe after the first time or something, because, I mean, I get it. He didn't have to say shit. Okay. Now that really, really would have been, he never would have had to say a word. But here's the thing. What if he didn't say anything because he didn't know he was finna break out, or he didn't have the symptoms right then? He exposed that not only did she come back, they did it unprotected. He said that. So my thinking then now how is that a roast on her? How is that a roast on her body that you didn't have a problem with at the time? How was that a roast on her teeth? How was that a roast on her home? How was that a roast on her vehicle or not vehicle? How was that a roast on her children? How was all that a roast? That's not a roast. Everything that I named can be adjusted in that woman's life when she sees do fit. You can't never adjust what the fuck you got going on, is my point. Point blank, period. And your ass was messy and fucked up for getting up there disclosing this young lady's business, and at the same time embarrassing yourself and not even knowing it, because you're too ignorant. Too ignorant. Anyway, that's basically my little rant for today. But I do want to know, could any of you, or would you, I mean, you don't have to answer. I'll give my answer since I asked everybody else. I think that's fair. That's fair. Would I be in a relationship with someone that told me that they had an STD that they could not get rid of. I would have to say no. And I would have to say no because I know my anxiety. My anxiety is hella fucking bad, right? And I I just don't know if I would be able to enjoy, or you know what I'm saying, enjoy or stay into, the moment, because I'll be wondering if I'm gonna wake up with some goddamn shit popping off my leg. I'm just saying. And then if that happened, I wouldn't be able to blame nobody but my goddamn self, because I would have had an option. So being that I have an option, I would say no. Not knowingly. I'll put it like that, not knowingly. And like I said, we all have something. Today, I'm just specifically speaking about this genital herpes thing because of what I saw. Some people come with mental issues, health issues, gambling problems, cheaters, all kind of stuff. I get it. I get it. Nobody comes perfect. I got that. But like I said, I just felt like this was an unfortunate situation for both parties. It should not have happened. And I'll just leave it at that. Stay safe. If you're going to be having sex or whatever, stay as safe as you can. If you are not in a monogamous relationship with a mate, trust no one. We just read it. Sometimes people don't even have symptoms, so they can do something accidentally. So the best thing to do is just stay safe, wrapped up all the way around, because you never know. A person, like I said, I give this guy some kudos for even speaking on it. I mean, for telling her at all, because there are people who wouldn't even say anything out of embarrassment, or just because they feel like they're not having a breakout. Yeah, so that would be my answer. Hey, Queen of the South, if you ever see the other party or use the Masoretic question, will do. Will do. So anyway, that's Miss Indy's Saturday rant. It's beautiful out here today. I got some trees I'm finna go out here and pull up. I should have pulled them up the other day. I messed up, y'all. About 4 of them. It was 104 degrees out here the other day. And I got wrapped up in doing so much stuff. And I meant to water them, right? I mean, I still have 6 in the ground, but 4 of them, oh my God, it's just a wrap for them. They was almost done anyway, so I don't feel bad. And like I say, I still have, let me see, is it 4 of them or 3 of them? It's 3 of them. It's 3, not 4, because I'll still have 3 left. Anyway, I'm going to go pull them up and do what I can with them, trim them up and make sure that they don't mildew. Somebody left in my comments talking about weed and mildew. And I wanted to say, yes, that's very correct. If you do not get all those leaves and stuff off of your bud, once you pull them out of the ground, once you cut the limbs and everything, which you have to do it a specific way so they can be hung correctly. But if you don't get all the leaves off, yes, when you turn them upside down and they dry, it does mold weed. And I'm gonna tell you, ain't no worse feeling than attending to a crop from the spring until the fall, and then at the end of it, you fuck up some shit. So yeah, so you have to make sure all your weed is flushed out, all the chemicals that you put in there, all that grow big, all that bloom, all that stuff you put in there, while your plant is in the ground or in the plots. You got to make sure all that stuff is out, and take care of your plants. That's why a lot of times people have residue and shit on the tip of they buds and shit, that you're not supposed to have no fucking residue. That lets you know somebody didn't flood that weed right. They didn't flush it right before it was pulled out. But anyway, that's weed talk. Anyway, okay. Hey, nothing yet, you say? Oh my God, no! And my heart is hurt, but I'm gonna go out here do this real quick, and I'm gonna let it do what it do. I still got a few more back there. That's really good. So, and I got some more somewhere else. So it's all good. But shit, it was 104. I went outside. I opened up that gate. I was like, God damn! They all bent over, looking like them old school Charlie Brown Christmas trees at Christmas. You know, I was like, oh shit! So I went and got the water hose. I tried to skim down and stuff. It was like shit. If I could have gave him CPR, I would have did it. I love them babies. I've been trying to nurture them for months, and I done fucked up. But they already were budding. I already have buds on them. So like I say, it was almost time for them anyway. So I'll take a little bit of a loss. I'm not going to get the yield that I want, which means the amount that I wanted off that tree. But it's all good. It's all good anyway. Okay, you all. It's Saturday. Thank you all for coming in here. And that's just a question. And you don't have to, tell it to me, but just ask yourself if you are not currently in a relationship. I'm talking to the single people, all the single people. If someone came to you with an STD, incurable, lifelong, would you be able to date and or marry that person? Would you go through with it? What they say, what you wouldn't do, you'll do for love. Is that true? Or is that just some lyrics in a song? I don't know. Anyway, thank you all for coming in on this Saturday. Hey, Miss Faith. Hey, Miss Faith, how you doing? Okay, thank you all for, yeah, right where. I was thinking that too, but like I say, a lot of us very well could have been on the end of that stick. I mean, most of us have had unprotected sex. So most of us got away with a lot of stuff, when it comes regarding to STDs. But what if you really like this person and then they tell you like later on, let's say there was no sex or nothing, you just like the person or whatever. I mean, you all in the shit. And then they spring this shit on you. Do you walk away or do you stay? Like I said, I already talked about my anxiety, so I don't think I would be able to do it because I wouldn't be able to really enjoy like romantic or moments or anything. My anxiety just wouldn't let me chat. Look at Freeborn. Freeborn say hell to the no. But like I said, shout out to the people that do what they are supposed to do. Well, you got something going on within your body and you call yourself laying up with somebody, whether you even using protection or not, because rubbers don't always work. And we know this, man. They don't always work. Give a person an opportunity to make a decision about their life. Who knows? They may say, whatever, I'm all in it. I'm going to try to figure out, how not to catch this shit. I'm gonna have to go to the doctors or something and see, do we need to sleep in separate, do some research. You got people like that. Straight up. There are all kinds of people all over the world. Like my daddy say, it takes all kind of people to make the girl, to make the world go round. Right. Tell me, let me decide. Do not make no goddamn decisions for me. That's all I'm trying to say. And I was very shocked and appalled the way he said it was like as a matter of fact. And, and I was like, wait, what? Wait, and you call yourself dragging some fucking body and everything that you brought up, this woman can correct if she wanted to. If she wanted to. Lord knows you want to correct what you got going on. You know you do. But you have no means of doing that. So my point is, why get up and say anything about anybody as in to bash them when you got your own shit going on? That's all. That's all. So anyway, okay, thank you all for coming in. And I'm gonna go out here and cut these trees down, do all my trimming and stuff. I'll see you guys later on and enjoy your Saturday. Bye.